Vitamin D happens to be closely involved in hair development. Calcium, getting enough calcium in your diet.
How does the vitamin D work, Dr. Peat?
Well, they call it the vitamin D receptor, but it's a regulatory material in practically every cell in the body, bones and hair both. And the receptor itself, even without the vitamin D, is involved in regenerating, making stem cells that will produce new hairs. And a couple of groups have discovered that if you inhibit the parathyroid hormone, you can increase hair growth. The natural inhibitors of the parathyroid hormone are vitamin D and calcium are the main ones.
Parathyroid's an inflammatory...
It turns on, it interrupts the use of oxygen. So it's really kind of a paradigm of an anti-thyroid function. Thyroid makes you able to use oxygen, and the parathyroid hormone can do some useful things, such as shocking your bones into producing more cartilage, stem cells, and capillaries simply by interfering with oxygen production. For a moment, that shock of oxygen deprivation stimulates a regenerative process. But if you keep your parathyroid hormone up continuously, then you destroy the bone because it doesn't have enough energy to go ahead and build bone.
Okay. So it's like a stress hormone. For the immediate or the very short term, like cortisol, it mobilizes nutrients, it helps you get through that stressful period, but in long term it's very detrimental.
Yeah, it's the same principle where you get a shock of parathyroid hormone that starts up the bone growth. It's similar to what happens with an injury. Sometimes people have a cut on their scalp and they'll get hair growing around the scar. 2 or 3 years ago, an old man fell with his head in the fireplace and got a severe burn on his scalp and grew a whole head of hair as a result of the injury. But you don't want to rely on either injury or parathyroid